Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we have returned to Hearthstone. So, it's time to duel. So, we could start doing up an opponent of equal skill, but first I'd like to practice a little bit more. I think I could use that, so we'll use the mage and choose. And we'll take up against a paladin, because I actually really would like to try them out. So, tightening hinges. Gathering spectators. Let us begin!
Jaina versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Okay, well, we're getting rid of these.
If you don't like some of those cards, you can replace them.
Well, we're basically getting rid of those because they're useless at this stage. Let's see what we get instead. Oh, could be worse. Ascension Shieldmaster will certainly work. And I get, of course, the coin, which will allow me to play a better. Okay, there's the turtle again. My turn. Well, there isn't actually anything I can play. I'd rather save up that coin for maybe a for an early Shieldmaster. That would work quite well. Okay, so she's got that. I could bring this out, but that's pointless. I could bring this out and go for a straight assault. It'll definitely pay out its worth, considering I can do direct damage to him. And although he can't do to me, I could, of course, I do more damage. Could also draw Arcane Intellect by using this. Okay, we'll first use the coin, and then I'll get the Wolf Rider out, and go straight for the assault. This should work out quite well. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so now he just leveled the playing field a bit out, and he just eliminated. Luckily, his raid leader can't attack. So that's a good thing. Now, the best thing I can do now is to set up a little bit of a defense, so we'll bring out my Raptor. And that's basically what I can do. So, and turn. Okay, let's see what he brings out. Hammer of Wrath. Oh, that is one heck of a card he just drew. Okay, so we got a Novice Engineer. Well, this is basically a simple one. We'll bring out the Shieldmaster. A little bit of taunt never hurts. Okay, so he's really buffing up those guys. Oh, okay, he just brought out the weapon. But he'd first have to go for the defense. So he just damaged himself. Just to weaken my Shieldmaster. Now this is what I've been hoping to get. Now this is a card that can work out quite well. This could pay. I could also play these two and draw free cards. But I think it's better if I take a bit on the offensive. So we'll bring out the Nightblade. So I do immediately free direct damage, and I can even have him attack him. That would be the wisest choice, but I think it might be smarter to remove the raid leader, considering he's most likely going to play something else on the field. So we're eliminating that. Doesn't mean that any of his additional minions gets bonus attacks. Now he'll be able to assault the... Whoa, okay, he just brought out the big guy. He just directly assaulted me. Now this just made the things a little bit more... I could draw free cards and hope for a Fire Blast, but even then I couldn't be able to play it. I think I know how to play this. If it's a Fireball, Arcane Explosion. Well, that's useful for later. We'll bring out the Oasis Snapjaw. It's quite an effective. Fortunately, I can't really kill this guy. I can weaken him though. That has weakened him severely, and if he attacks either of these, he'll lose his Lord of the Arena. Unless he plays that. Okay.
I've got a huge guy.
And that just eliminates my enough. Ow. Oh. Okay, this is not going exactly according to plan. No matter. I'm still in control of this. Okay. This guy wants to play rough. Okay. I'll give you an ogre. I guess this could work if I... Eventually I'll have to assault it with someone. So. I don't have... Oh, you have gotta be kidding me. The problem is that I don't have... Oh, dear God. He is pounding me.
Action!
Great, just what I need. More taunt. And a card draw. Jeez. Oh. Seriously? What the hell? How is he capable of drawing that? Oh, thank you. That's been something happened. Okay, well we're definitely using that. Now we could use this, but I'd rather just bring out another ogre if I could, but I can't. What I can use is now I can directly assault him. We'll first weaken him a bit, and then,
You must attack that minion
Oh.
with taunt.
well, I guess this is the best choice I can make, and then directly assault. That just leveled my up, and we'll eliminate this nasty bastard. And that basically made my turn complete. I can still...
The gates are open.
Oh, come on! Not another one of those! I need more taunt. Oh, for the love of... Oh, for the love of... Jesus. Okay. Facing off against the paladin? Not the best thing that can happen to you. Alright. I'll give you some of this. Now, luckily, he can't kill this. Let's first see what I get out of drawing free cards. Okay. Could definitely be worse. Boom. Now, I can't play Nightblade. I can't play the River Crocolisk. But I can also play Novice Engineer. We'll do that.
Hope you like my invention.
Which will draw me another Arcane Intellect, and then boom! I seriously need some more taunt though.
I've got a huge.
Oh, come on! Oh, that just...
See that arc light spanner?
Well, never mind. That just... Well, this isn't too difficult. Now we're gonna play this. We'll have the Oasis Snapjaw attack the Stormpike Commando. Unfortunately, I can't kill that, and I don't have anything with charge. Luckily. So that'll eliminate that. I don't have the damage output for that. We'll first do a arcane. Nice. And that. Ho ho, now we're talking. We'll first do that. I got just the thing. Do that. And then play a River Crocolisk. Unless he plays another very strong minion, which I doubt he can. He can assault me direct. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hey. Process of trial and error. I need to learn the ropes. Okay, so a paladin? Not the most pleasant thing to fight against. Okay, I've got a few new things. That works. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try a warlock to face against. Corralling Murlocs. Okay. Round 2.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, yeah.
You asked for it.
We're getting rid of these two. Because that's pretty much pointless. And, well, it's better, I'll give it that. But I can't do anything with it. Unless my next card draw is... Nope, that is an ogre. That won't be much use to me. In the meantime, we'll fiddle around with this. Okay, so he's already playing... And he's playing the Mana Crystal. So we play that. Okay. Well, I get this. Now, I'll just bring out this bad boy because he needs his Murloc to kill it. Actually, ooh, I think it might be better to use Arcane Explosion to weaken his Voidwalker and eliminate his Murloc.
Job
And enter.
Someone called
Oh, for the...
the doctor.
Unless he plays that, which... Okay, well I can play the raid leader. It's only strong enough to... I think it might be best to just play this, because neither of those two can actually destroy it. I'm just getting pounded here. Okay, it's improvement, but we're bringing out the taunt just in case. This shield master can take a bit of a pounding, so.
You know, take
Oh, great! Just what he needs. Spell damage. Well, that's at least that gone. And he just took a bit of his own health just so he could draw a card. Okay, this is starting. Polymorph. Well, I'm not gonna waste it on a Cobalt. Could use Arcane Intellect though for a lower draw. It's always useful to have this. Okay, waste a Snapjaw and another Murloc Raider. I guess I could bring those two out. We're nerd. Release the Murlocs! And there we go. So he just eliminated my shield master and brought out a River Crocodile. Oh, for the... How many of those damn things... Okay, let's see what else we get. Arcane Intellect, but I've got just the card draw for this. We'll just use Raid Leader, which just increases their damage. And then Arcane Intellect, actually I'll hold on for that and just directly go for the Assault. And then we'll eliminate his voodoo dude. That just did the trick. And he can't eliminate either of my Murloc without dying. And even if he... His smartest choice would be assaulting my raid leader, of course. Which is expected he would. But I already got my... then he gets that. Of course he would. Okay, now we're talking. But I can't play both. Well, the charge has already been used up, and although it does a lot of damage, it's not necessarily worth it. I can actually get one of... It's a bit of a risk what I'm taking, but it might pay itself off. I'll eliminate these two. And I'll use Fireball on him. And just in case, a little bit of a Fire Blast. And then we'll end my turn. Now I just exchanged two. Okay, so that's at least not a minion with charge, and he just used up all of his mana, so I've still got the upper hand. And another raid leader. Now, we could play this very simple. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. Well, the Oasis Snapjaw is quite tough, but it can be one-shot by this thing. I need at least something that can at least weaken it. Actually, I think I just know how to at least withstand this assault a little longer by using Polymorph. And, well, then basically that thing does no damage anymore.
Why do you
Oh, he can bring that out all he wants.
You're in trouble now.
Now, that maybe does damage, but... Whoa! He's bringing out the army. But he can't attack with those other two. If I just get it right... Nice. Charged. Now, I could bring out the charge, but I could also bring out a raid leader and a Boulder Fist Ogre. But the raid leader will just be eliminated. I think it might just be best to get the Boulder Fist and the Wolf Rider out, because then I can use the Wolf Rider to take down his Void Walker and then just go straight for the punishment on him. It won't kill him, but it will definitely damage him. So we'll start with that. Take him down. And actually, come to think of it, I can't attack with the Boulder Fist, but at least it's on the field. I'm still lacking taunt, and there's no point to bringing out the raid leader because either of these will wipe him out. This thing can last a lot longer, so we'll just BAM! And done. In the meantime, oh, another one with those. Certainly likes it. Oh, I can splash with them. So he may want for the direct assault. has the... He doesn't have the upper hand. Okay, well, first draw on Arcane Intellect, just in case. Now, that's a nice little... Oh, this is... This couldn't get any better. I know exactly how I'm gonna play this. We'll first see where this goes. So, okay, so that's how we started off. Then the next one, let's see. Now I can only play the raid leader or my... Oh, this is an obvious one. I'll let the ogre do the talking for me. Oh, yes you do, my friend. Yes you do. Hooray! Ding. Well, that worked out pretty well. Yay! A warlock. Let's see how it is with the cards I got. I don't have any packs, and I don't have any coins to spend. Let's see. Well, I've got Frostbolt. And the neutrals. I guess I'll just use the mage. Cheers. Okay. We'll call it the mage deck. Just for the time being. Okay, well, let's start off first with some creatures. Never hurts to have an elven archer. A little bit of taunt.
Tap near the edge of a page to flip through your collection.
I was planning to. Ooh, now fixers. Yeah, spell damage is definitely. I could suggest cards, but I'd rather just choose myself. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so this is all the choices I've got. Corehound, Lord of the Arena, Reckless Rocketeer, Archmage. I do love these. Frostwolf, Warlord. What else did we have? Well, we got this. Ascension Shieldmaster is a must-have. Two of those is always useful. An Oasis Snapjaw, I've seen. Okay, let's see. Magma Razor's a little too risky for my taste. I love the raid leaders. Well, this is definitely useful. Put one of these in, and I gotta get. Big bodyguard doesn't hurt, I guess. Let's see. A bit of charge never hurts. But it's time for a heavy hitter. Let's start with a little... I've already got a little bit of taunt. I don't need too much of that. This guy has a little bit more durability, so that's useful. A Stormwind Champion's always useful to have. Now, 2 Polar Fists never hurts. Now, if I could just see how many of these balanced cards do I have. Okay, let's see. In the mage, I need some spells now. 2 Arcane Intellects has worked out quite well for me. A Frostbolt is useful against those heavy hitters, along with 2 Polymorphs, a Fireball, 2 Fireballs. I don't have a Frost. I do have Frostbolts, an Arcane Explosion, and 2 Arcane Missiles never hurts. All right. Let's see what else we have. I'm still lacking a bit in the low-level taunting area. So one of those is always having 2 of those works. A Grimscale Oracle. That more works with the others. One of these never hurts to have. Maybe a Murloc Raider or 2. Actually, a Murloc Tidehunter would do quite well here as well. Actually, we'll go for a Novice Engineer.
That deck looks solid. Take her out for a spin.
Done. Okay, back to practice. And we'll use the Mage deck. So that's how that works, huh? Okay, let's try a rematch on the Paladin. Maybe this time I'll get a little bit better of a hand dealt.
Jaina versus Uther.
Hey.
I will fight with honor.
Now this
You
is what I'm
asked
talking.
for it.
And a polymorph doesn't necessarily need in the early stages, so that can go. I'll keep the Shield Master in there. Now we're talking. River Crocolisk and a Bloodfin Raptor. It's a good starting hand. And a Wolf Rider to go along with it. Today is a good day. Let the battle commence. Okay. Well, basically it's smartest to bring just out a card with whatever. I'd rather go for something with a little bit more durability. I could wait for the early Wolf Rider, but that's just a risk you're taking. Okay, so he doesn't have anything to play, so that kind of worries me. Oh. Okay, that's a bad thing. I could use this, but that's kind of a waste. Unfortunately, I could eliminate it with the charge. But I could also work my magic in another way. We'll use this to eliminate him, and then go directly for the assault. There we go. I think that was a better trade-off than...
One shot.
Oh, for the love of... Oh, there goes my Wolf Rider.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so you want to play... Oh, he is asking for it. We'll first bring out the Bloodfin Raptor. And then we'll use this. Okay, so it didn't go exactly where I wanted, but he still had to sacrifice. If he wants to attack, if he wants to eliminate my minion, he'll have to sacrifice both of his. Unless he's got that. But he still loses one, so it's still a pretty fair trade. Oh, now he's just pissing me off. 2 Sinjin Shield Master. Well, definitely could be worse. So we'll just play that and be done with it.
For the king.
Oh, for the... He's just gonna... He's just whittling him down. That scumbag. Arcane Explosion only killed him if I had some spell damage, which I don't. I could bring out the Boulder Fist Ogre, but that's better to bring out some Taunt. And then I'll just play the Novice Engineer for an extra card. Raid Leader. I can live with that.
I've got a huge guy.
And then he, of course, brings that out. Alright, a polymorph. Well, that's not worth that. This is a big risk, but it's definitely going to pay itself. I've got a choice. I can insult him directly. Or... I'd rather eliminate the minion, because or else that Boulder Fist is just gonna have some nasty shit in his face. So that's the best thing I can do. Let's see what the next card. Okay, so he just healed himself back up to full strength. And he's dealing 3 damage on my... Jesus, the Paladin's more of a spellcaster than you think. Okay, well... This is, to be honest, not a difficult choice. We'll bring out this guy, and along with this guy. And then we'll assault him directly. Boom! There we go. His heal wasted.
I've got a huge guy.
Break. And there
I
went.
hope you like my
Oh, for the love
invention.
of... Okay, so I got another Oasis Snapjaw. This still only does 1 damage. Well, I can use this to kill the Stormpike Commando. This doesn't do enough damage to kill either of them. Though I could use, of course, a combination of this with this, but that's just a waste. So what I'll just do is have this attack him, and then I'll direct him and assault him again. And just for good measure, we'll just do that too, and then end the turn.
The gates are open.
Oh, for the love of... Not that guy again. You gotta give this guy credit. He knows how to play his strategies. Oh, now you got it. Actually, why waste a fireball on this guy when I've got a perfectly good polymorph for that? And while that is going on, why don't we just throw this in? Now, I don't have to worry much about this guy. So how much damage? That's enough to kill him. Bye-bye. So, boom. And he gets killed by turtles. That is just pathetic. Victory! Hooray! Paladin unlocked. Nice. And a mirror image. New quest. Ah, you've got a new quest. Play against a real opponent in play. Well, I've got a quest, but I'm not going to complete it today. Okay, so that was interesting. So let's check out the Paladin, shall we? So, Light's Justice, Blessing of Might, Hand of Protection, Holy Light, and Hammer of Wrath. I've seen these things in action, and they're really, really good. I'm definitely going to give that Paladin a swing. So what is this guy? Well, he has this. This is, of course, how it all works. This is really what makes this a very interesting kind of game, because it just makes you more... It's all about your, not just the cards you play, but also the characters which you play, which really plays a big difference in your spell casting. For example, as you can see with the mage, we're looking at a lot of control and damage, while you're looking at, when you're looking at the paladin, there's a lot more empowering of minions going on. If you look at the warlock's all about its demons, which include, and of course, indirect damage, such as drain life, shadow bolt. It's all about quick elimination and summoning of demons. Now, demons are very cheap. Now, I can quickly go through everything from what I've seen. So, as you can notice, the mage, it's all about damage. As you can see, arcane missiles deal 3 damage randomly split among enemy characters. This is, of course, stacks with spell. All of this does. Arcane explosion, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Deal 3 damage to a character and freeze it. And deal 6 damage. And of course, we've got a few, and then a few things that give you an advantage. This gives you a little bit more defense. This can eliminate a very high threat target. And of course, when you're a little short on cards, you can get this out to really, well, even the odds when it comes to your cards. Now, here we've got the Paladin. As far as I know, this is one of 2 weapons for the Paladin, which is Light's Justice. Well, as you can see, this is one of those weapon cards, which allows your character to equip a weapon in order to be used. Now, this doesn't do a lot of damage, but it still allows your Paladin to do direct damage. Blessing of Might gives a minion more attack damage, plus 3 attack. That's a quite powerful spell, with just 1 mana cost. That can really buff something up. And a protection. That's very useful if you want to make sure that something you don't want to see die too quickly. Remain alive. This is very handy in a tight spot. And then there's this, which does deal 3 damage, and you're allowed to draw a card. Considering, look at the mana cost of these abilities. It's cheap. This is cheap. And then we've got the Warlock. The Warlock's all, like I said, it's about mostly eliminating your enemy's minions, and it's all about the demons. It's a lot about the demons. So how does that work with a Warlock? Well, basically, as you use the Warlock, now why are demon cards so special? Well, they're minions, but they're cheap. But they're cheap in a mana cost, but they come with another drawback. The drawback is that you need to use that there's always some sort of little extra cost you gotta pay for it. Now, the Void Walker doesn't have one because if you consider it's a 1 free with a taunt. Good, but it's not exactly what you would call threatening. Now, the Succubus is 2 mana cost minion with 4 free. Now, that's high damage you got there. But it comes with a cost. You gotta discard a random card. This can be random, so if you got a really nice card in your hand, you could lose that because you just summoned this. So it's really about, it's playing the dice when you play this card, and it's with a lot. It's with a lot of the Warlocks, to be honest. It's really about, like, really just playing, just throwing the dice. Like, you could just lose everything you've got, and that's just dangerous. Now I'm just going over a few things, see if I got anything more than 2 times for each creature. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be the case. So that's the basic gist of it. Now, of course, we're going to continue on with this later, but for the moment, it's been fine. And, well, I've unlocked the mage, I've unlocked the paladin, and I've unlocked the warlocks. Now the rest of them. It'll happen. Eventually. It's just going to take some time. But for today, we have enjoyed our journey into the world of Hearthstone, and I bid you farewell, and keep dueling.